So today we're here with Lorraine. We'll be going through an overview of what your experience was as a guest lecturer on our Master of Science in Financial Regulation and Compliance. So Lorraine, I'll give you the pleasure of introducing yourself today and your background and your position at the MFSA.
Thank you for having me. I'm the head of Capital Markets Supervision within the MFSA. It's a very young function. We've been there for 4 years now, and basically Capital Markets supervise listed companies as well as market infrastructures. So that's basically my role. I'm also a guest lecturer as well. As far as my duties are concerned, I'm very happy to be here and discussing this amazing opportunity.
Perfect. So as you perfectly said, again, you're a guest lecturer on this course. You gracefully accepted our invitation about 2 years ago when we started this journey. So when you were young, what attracted you to financial services, to regulation, to this world of finance, essentially? What attracted you?
Oh my, you're taking me 26 years ago, Ben. So that's a long time. Back then, the MFSA wasn't even a single regulator. So it was still a regulator, but not for all the financial services. So I joined in 2000. I was in different departments, functions back then. I supervised trustees, licensed nominees, but I was the first person involved in the authorization for admissibility to listed companies. So you can say I was there on day one. Then the MFSA took over that responsibility, and given also there were various developments, we joined the EU, so EU regulations, EU directives were transposing all these pieces of legislation. So it was a very exciting time for us.
Perfect. So as you said, things changed. The financial services sector evolved since the last 26 years, you perfectly said. What, again, you teach in our Masters in Financial Regulation and Compliance. Again,
I have that honor.
At the University of Malta, and you're teaching, as you will kindly introduce, sustainable finance, which in the last 20 years, it has become a more pertinent topic as well. Can you expand further on that?
Yes, so sustainable finance, sometimes there's this misconception that sustainable finance is something separate from the financial world. Well, it is not. And because sustainability is, let's say, it's okay, a new subject maybe for us, but it's been there for quite some time now. And I lecture specific pieces of sustainable finance because sustainable finance is a very wide subject. So I lecture corporate sustainable reporting and green bonds. And these are very, very relevant subjects for today because sustainability is also about risk and risk assessment and about corporate governance as well. So it is intertwined with the whole financial area as well.
So I think you made this last point, and it's very relevant. So sustainable finance isn't solely on its own. It's more a part of a more holistic approach even towards financial services.
Definitely.
And even with this master's, given that there's also risk management, as you very well said, there's also governance, there's also audit management. I think sustainable finance, what you teach, ties in very well with the rest of the units. And again, what's your advice to maybe people in the industry, to even not only fresh graduates who are looking to do postgraduate studies, but also licensed professionals who have been in the industry for 5, 10, 20 years, who are looking to upskill their training, and who are looking to maybe venture into a new field of financial services? What's your advice to them? And from your experience, what do you see as the most notable skill that they must have in today's evolving landscape?
Exactly. So the financial services are a dynamic industry, right? So we have all these updates coming as we go, and the most important skill is adaptability. So you have to take this approach that learning is an ongoing activity, and joining this course will give you that opportunity to stay up to date with the latest developments in the area. As well, you have to have a risk-based approach sort of mentality, and that helps a lot. And also to be curious and to ask questions, and to also be part of what's happening out there. And again, this course gives you that opportunity because we discuss case studies. We see it from a practical point of view, not just the academically point of view, okay? So there is this mix about theory and the regulation. We go through the regulation, but also what happens on the ground. And being a regulator, I can also share that experience with the students.
Perfect. And I think even you mentioned this. So this course, its primary aim was to bridge this gap between theory and practice. Even the Journal of Financial Supervisors Academy, which is also published by the MFSA, it also has this aim. So the MFSA, I think, as you very well outlined, is constantly looking to bridge this gap between academia and practice. And from the lecture that you gave and from the experience that you had with students, was this actually the case? Was it actually that students challenge? Was it an interactive environment with the lecturers such as yourself?
Most definitely. And it wasn't just me discussing or telling them what the regulation states or what happens on the ground from my part, but it was a discussion between the students as well, because we have students that are working out there, they have their roles as well in this industry, and they were sharing also their experience. So it was a very dynamic and interesting discussion.
Perfect. And I think we tried to make this course as practical as possible, not only in the actual technical knowledge that students learn, but also in the logistics and how it was created. So firstly, we had the idea to make it solely physical, but then we tested the market and we saw what students have in their even personal life, and maybe they can't commit fully to a physical course. So then we opened up to a virtual learning environment as well. So this hybrid approach catered to many students' realities, and it still made it interactive because students, thankfully nowadays, have the opportunity to join virtually and even challenge lecturers, challenge other students, and make it as interactive as possible, both physically and virtually as well. One last thing I want to ask you, Lorraine, is what's your advice to potential students who are both doing this course, because we already had 2 cohorts and we're going to welcome the next cohort in October. What's your advice to them and to upcoming potential students, given that, first of all, this master's can have multiple exit routes? So a student can go for the full master's, they can exit at a postgraduate diploma by not doing the dissertation, but they also can do micro-credentials. They can take the units themselves and exit with certificates. So what's your advice to these students, given all these options that they have, given the practicality of this course, and given the needs of the industry from your experience? What do you think?
As you're saying, so this flexibility gives various opportunities to the students out there. It could be developing their career, or maybe wanting to learn more about a particular subject, as you said. So this flexibility enables the student to see how they're planning, what they want from this course, and make it happen.
Perfect, that's perfect. So thank you so much, Lorraine, for having you today. Lorraine will also be continuing to support this Master's in Financial Regulation and Compliance by being a guest lecturer. Apart from Lorraine, we have many more experienced and top regulators and industry participants contributing to this course endorsed and developed by the MFSA and the University of Malta. So we look forward to October for the next cohort of students. Thank you very much.